What's good, car family? Happy Thursday and happy holidays. How's everybody doing? I hope well. Gonna do a quick video. I've got a 5-car PSA return from Dustin Bellinger. For those of you that don't know, Dustin runs a PSA submission service. He is top notch, absolutely one of the best, if not the best, at what he does. Dustin, I really, really appreciate it, man. As always, this was a pretty cool return. So, a little bit of a story behind this one. Dustin hit me up like a week or so ago, and he shot me a photo of the package. You know, it's on the way, and I didn't notice that I had never given Dustin my new address. So the package went to my old PO box. So I'm watching the tracking on it, and I see that it had been delivered, but it's not in my mailbox. I go back and look at the picture. I realize it went to my PO box. By now it was nighttime. I went to the post office this morning, which is about, not my regular post office anymore. Man, I was not expecting this, but the ladies in there were so nice. I explained my situation. The lady immediately was like, I know this package. I saw it yesterday. I know that P.O. box, and I knew that wasn't his, so I set it to the side. And she goes and get my package. They're like, it's a Christmas miracle. And it was honestly an amazing customer service experience at the post office, which is rare. So shout out to that Westgate post office here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I went and bought all those ladies candy bars and Pepsis for what they did. It was very, very cool. So let's get to the return. I did submit one, I guess you'd say, vintage card in the submission. This is my 1975 Topps Drew Pearson rookie. This came back a 6. Honestly, I was hoping for a 7 in this. I'm not too surprised with a 6. I will say, in my opinion, with vintage, I think this 6 looks better than some 7s I've seen in like vintage baseball and whatnot. And I've held this card in my hand too, raw. And that kind of throws me about vintage sometimes. I mean, it's obviously not perfect. It's got some soft corners, but it presents well. It's centered well. To me, I think this should have got a 7. But happy with a 6. And now I've got me a graded Pearson rookie. So these next two were about what I expected. I sent both of them in, hoping that I would get lucky and get a dime on one of them. So this is obviously the 2020 Prism. This is the Orange Ice CD Lamb in a PSA 9. I got these in a Snods break, obviously back in 2020 or whenever this product was out. And even when Snods cracked them, he's like, oh, looks like this one has a little bit of a corner. Like he was pointing it out to me when he was breaking. And the corner was really, really tough to find. And I kind of like smoothed it out a little before I sent it in. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll get lucky and it'll get by. It didn't. I'm happy with a 9. It's a beautiful card, slabbed. And then I sent this one too. And it was kind of the same situation. This is the silver Prism. Kind of the same situation. I was hoping I might get a dime out of it. I was hoping one of them might slip through. But got 9s on both of them. That's okay. They're beautiful slabbed. Just absolutely gorgeous cards slabbed. So I'll take 9s there. And like I say, honestly, going out, I expected 9s on these. It was kind of a shot in the dark, hoping to get a 10. Now this one, I expected a 10. This is I sent this card because I thought it was a 10. So 2021 Panini Classics, Micah Parsons, greenback. I don't know if you can tell, but this is numbered out of 50. It's got the green back. And I thought this would be a good one to send in because, you know, it's white edges, which are, you know, really hard to see any damage. Maybe the centering, maybe they got me on the centering. Maybe that's a hair off. I don't know. What's y'all's opinion? It is a glossy card, has a glossy finish. And when I started looking at it now, like right there, you see that? There's a, maybe that's a print line there. Maybe it was that. So I am kind of disappointed in this one. I thought I had a dime, but nonetheless, I will take a 9, and it's a gorgeous card. And I did send another Micah rookie to Dustin after this submission, so I'm going to hope that one pulls a 10. This last card, though, makes the entire submission worth it. By the way, pulled that in a snods break, too. So this last card made the whole submission worth it to me. So this particular card, the first national I went to, which was in Cleveland, I went with Bronx Bombers, Mike, and he bought this card at the national. At that time, this card was probably, I'm sure, probably not even $10. But, and then I, you know, man, thanks, you know, it's really cool. One touched it, and it's been in a one touch in my collection ever since. So this card floated around, you know, at the national, obviously probably floated around a couple years before the national. I mean, it was in a top loader when I got it, and then sat in my collection in a one touch for a few years, and then I finally sent it off, and it tinned. The 16 select tricolor prism, Dak Prescott rookie. It's a gorgeous card, and I didn't think this one was going to gem. I thought this was going to be a 9, but I looked through all my Dak rookies, and I was like, if there's one that's got a chance at a 10, I think it's this one. It's the cleanest one I could find. So I sent it, and I'll be damned, it came back a 10, and Dustin had it sitting right on the top of the package when it came back. So it was the first thing I saw. So yeah, super, super cool. Super stoked to have this in a 10. I believe this is my first Dak 10, which is also nice. And yeah, I'm hoping he plays well this weekend, and the Cowboys get a win against Gardner Minshew and the Eagles. Anyway, check out Dustin Bellinger if you haven't already. He has a Facebook group. Of course, he still does YouTube, but awesome dude, Dustin. I appreciate you. Always doing this, man. Again, you do a top-notch job. Shout out to Snodzilla. I don't know what Pat's called nowadays. Snodzilla Breaks, Snodzilla Cards. I don't know. But Pat, you know, a lot of cards that I end up sending off, I got from Pat. I'll mention too. No, I was going to say I bought that Drew at the National, but I didn't. Anyhow, it's cool, you know, your cards have history. You know, remembering where you got them and then where they eventually end up, right? So anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I do still have some packages that I want to send out to folks. I'm off for the next week, so I'll probably start putting some of these packages together and mailing them out and sending some Christmas care to people, but it'll arrive a little after Christmas. Appreciate y'all watching. Keep it real. I'm out.